Kyoto is perhaps the tourist destination in Japan. It represents traditional Japanese culture in countless ways, and the city is dense with incredible temples and shrines dating back many hundreds of years. For me, however, hi by the way, Cam by Cam here, the biggest appeal of Kyoto is actually its proximity to nature. This is a city surrounded by mountains after all, with great options for hiking right on its doorstep. You can climb Otago-san, for instance, summit Mount Hiei, or explore the temple complex of Kurama. But in today's video, I'm going to share what I consider the best bang for your hiking buck in Kyoto, Daimonji Yama. This is the hike you can take your whole family on, as it can be as short or as long as you want. If you're just after what is arguably the best view in Kyoto, you can be drinking it in around half an hour. This view truly is hard to beat, and the best part is the trail starts from Ginkakuji, the Silver Pavilion, which is one of Kyoto's top attractions in its own right. This video is going to take you from Ginkakuji up to 2 different viewing platforms on Mount Daimonji, and then back down to Nanzenji Temple. We'll then walk along the Philosopher's Path to loop back to where we started. So, what do you need? Well, if you're planning on doing the full walk, some kind of hiking app is essential. The path up Daimonji Yama is simplicity itself, but if you continue on, you'll find yourself in a world of branching paths and numerous options for wending your way back down to the city. I'll link to some app options in the description, but I typically use AllTrails. You basically want an app that will show you where you are regardless of whether there's a connection or not. What else? A sensible wide-brimmed hat is a good idea. Fun fact, it doesn't have to be as daggy as mine. I also ensure I have sunscreen, wet weather gear, and I bring along insect repellent just in case. For this walk, you'll also want water, a snack or 2, a set of towels for the bathhouse later on, and probably your copy of Tears of the Kingdom and a marker, as let's face it, Nintendo's based in Kyoto, and you might bump into Shiggy himself on the trail. Since we're starting at Ginkakuji, which is officially called Tozan Jishoji by the way, my advice is to get there when it opens, 8:30 or 9 AM depending on the time of year, to enjoy the grounds and hopefully dodge the crowds. To reach the temple by public transport, you're looking at getting a bus or 2, but with a smartphone in your pocket and an IC card in your wallet, that's a piece of cake. Let's take a tour. After you've soaked in the temple, come out and turn right, then another right, and continue on past this car park and up the path. Chances are there'll be other people heading in the same direction, but if not, it won't be long before you cross this little bridge and the trail begins. quite a steep ascent, topped off by a regular fixture on Japanese hikes, a long set of stairs, but the trail is easy to follow and it really is less than half an hour until you reach the first viewing platform. The actual peak of Daimonji-yama is higher up, but for my money, this is the $1 million view, so take your time and enjoy it. Daimonji, incidentally, plays a pivotal role in the Daimonji Festival, officially called Gozan no Okuribi, and you can see hints of this in the giant fireplaces on the ground in key locations. Taking place on August 16th at 8 PM, bonfires are lit across the mountain to form the character Dai, meaning large or great. This is followed in rapid succession by giant fiery kanji and images on 4 other mountains. The purpose of this centuries-old ritual is to guide the souls of one's ancestors back to the other world after their visit during Obon season. Just one small thing to bear in mind. If you're in Kyoto and everyone around you is chanting "Die, die, die," be sure to check the calendar. If it's between 8 and 8:30 PM on August 16th, this is entirely innocent behaviour. If, on the other hand, it's literally any other day or time, you may have stumbled into one of Kyoto's infamous underground fight clubs, and those around you are baying for blood. Probably best to beat a hasty retreat before your best hasty retreat is beaten. Anyway, at this point, you can simply go back down the way you came if all you wanted was a mini hikeette, or you can head up the steps at the back of the observation platform and continue on. A short while later, you'll reach the peak of Daimonji-yama and a view that's hugely impressive. It's not quite as all-encompassing as the first, but hey, I'll take it. Moving past the picnic area, there are countless paths to follow to get back to Kyoto, but we're heading for Nanzenji Temple, so with hiking app in hand, let's work our way back down. As if to underline the point that you can't go anywhere in Kyoto without bumping into a shrine or temple, you'll pass this serene little scene just on the inside of the forest, and then take this in as you emerge. You'll then walk under the aqueducts of the Lake Biwa Canal, which was constructed during the Meiji era and used to transport water, freight and passengers from Japan's largest freshwater lake to Kyoto. Nanzenji itself is made up of 12 sub-temples surrounded by groves of maple and cherry trees and accented by rock gardens. Leaving Nanzenji, it's time to head to another of Kyoto's best-known tourist destinations, the Philosopher's Path. This stroll along a cherry tree-lined canal was first opened in 1890 and got its name because Kotaro Nishida, the Meiji-era philosopher, walked this path each day. It's about a 25-minute walk back to Ginkakuji, and there are numerous distractions, temples, shrines, places to eat and more along the way if you're interested. As with so much of Japan, cherry blossom season is the prettiest and most crowded time to walk this path, but any time of year is great. In autumn, you can catch the leaves turning, while in summer you may see fireflies here at dusk. It's a lovely, meditative way to end the day's loop. But of course, no day of hiking in Japan would be complete without soaking away any twinges and twangs at a traditional Japanese bathhouse. My recommendation for today takes us all the way from the northeast corner of the city back down to near Kyoto Station, but trust me, the trip is worth it. Makoto no Yu is a supercento that's actually part of a ryokan, but you can pay to use the baths even if you're not staying there. Before we go any further, I will, as is my wont, be using confusing and wildly inaccurate AI-generated art to illustrate the parts of this bathhouse that I don't have footage or images for. Makoto no Yu's baths are actually across 2 floors, but the facilities you get will depend on the day you go, as the men's and women's areas swap each day. On the lower level, one room has a huge Hinoki cypress bath, while the other has a sleek and dark tiled one. Both have individual bays on one side where you can relax and let jets massage your muscles, and behind both, large windows look out onto a small, nondescript open space which serves to let light and air in. Each side also contains a large marble bath with brilliant purple water under a decent sized skylight. All the baths are nice and hot, and while there's no cold bath on this level, there are plenty of cubicles to use to cool yourself off. If you head upstairs, there's a 50% chance you'll discover the Mount Fuji open air lava bath, which, as the name suggests, uses tiles made from lava from Mount Fuji. According to the automated translation of the official website, the lava contains ferrous oxide, ferric oxide, calcium oxide, manganese oxide, zinc, copper, etc., and emits far infrared rays. In other words, taking a bath in our bath is the same as sunbathing without getting a sunburn. The far infrared effect warms your body from the inside, keeping you warm all day long. Now, I don't know about that because the day I was there I had access to the Kinoyu open air wooden bath instead, which was a delight, but it all sounds intriguing, so I'll definitely have to go back. Both upstairs areas also have reasonable sized saunas set to just over 90 degrees Celsius, and outside those a good sized cold bath. This could definitely stand to be colder, however. It's set to about 15 degrees, which means you have to sit in it for a while to properly drop your temperature. Given the facilities, Makoto no Yu is pretty good value at 1,000 yen for an adult, although it will be a little extra if you need to rent towels. The entry process is easy too. Just put your shoes in a locker when you enter, pay for your ticket or tickets at the vending machine to the left of reception, then swap your shoe locker key for an armband and corresponding locker in the changing rooms. Oh, and one last thing, Makoto no Yu is not tattoo friendly. Before I wrap this up, let's end with a meal, specifically a delicious chicken karaage set, which wound up being the perfect way to end an incredible day in Kyoto. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Please also let me know in the comments what content you'd like to see in the future. And I'll leave you with 30 seconds of serenity.